So thinking about the head and neck, and just being really careful, because sometimes the stretching isn't always appropriate, because if it's really tight in the neck it won't like being stretched. But if you just want a little bit of mobility, just try some of these movements. So sitting on your chair again, pelvis is nice and stable, we're lifting out through the waist, we're relaxing the shoulders, and the head is nice and free as far as possible. And start by just nodding, because that's a little bit of a more comfortable position usually. So draw your chin sort of down towards your throat a little bit, so that you're lifting the back of the head to lengthen your neck out a little bit, and then lift the chin back up. And slowly breathing out. So just go with your breath, that gives you the right sort of pace for your movement, and then coming back up. Make sure your shoulders are still relaxed, and we use the breath also just to make sure we don't hold the breath. So a little tiny nod, and trying to think at the base of the skull, so quite high up in the spine, so where the head can pivot right at the top, so we're not really nodding forward, we're not using the neck very much. Then we could go a little bit further, so if that feels alright, bring the chin down, lift the back of the head, and then start to bend your head forward. So just stretch out the neck and don't go too far. Don't involve too much of the shoulders, so just concentrate on the neck to start with, and then come back up. Then breathe in, and just go that far again. So I'll turn sideways so you can see how far I'm going. Bring the chin down, and just bring the head forward. Not too much happening, but you may feel a little stretch between the shoulder blades, but there's not really very much actual movement as such there. Chin down, nod the head, and come back up. Good. Okay, so we'll just give yourself a bit of a shake and move the shoulders around. Then try lifting your ear to the ceiling. So it's not the same as trying to lift the opposite shoulder to the ear. We want to feel as though we're lifting the ear up to the ceiling, and as the other shoulder drops away, so we're getting a nice opening on the side of the neck and back into the centre. And then the other way, so lift the ear a little bit and feel just an opening, not too much stretch, and coming back to the centre. Well, it might feel really nice, and then you might want to go a little further, but if you're not quite sure, just be quite tentative, take it carefully, so just mobilising a little bit. As I said, if the fibres are quite tight, they don't want to be stretched too much, just mobilise. Lifting up. If you want to take it further, you could pull your arm down, so this shoulder pulls down through the arm, and you get a different kind of stretch. It takes a little bit more into the shoulder area and back. Lift your ear the other way and pull the other arm down. Press your arm down towards the floor and coming back into the centre, and just loosen up the shoulders a little bit. So we don't lift the chin up and we don't crunch the neck back. We want to keep the back of the neck really nice and long. If we do lift up, we keep the back of the neck nice and long always. But we could take a circle forward, so we could do a sort of like the shape of my t-shirt here, the chin coming down and around. So turn your head to one side, breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring your chin down towards your chest, but keep your body lifted so that we're just working into the upper part of the spine. Just to the side only, don't go back, just to the side only. Breathe in and exhale, coming forward again. Keeping the body lifted, just moving the chin around, and not looking for too much stretch, just looking for a bit more kind of mobility than stretch. Breathing out and breathing in. And that gives you that right sort of pace for the movement. You might hear lots of crunches and clicks and things, and that's okay. I mean, it often feels louder, I think, because it's just nearer your ears, but as long as it doesn't feel painful, it's perfectly normal to hear a few crunches, and sometimes they can be really helpful and actually take away some of the strain. So that is a little bit of movement for your head and neck. There's another one with a figure of 8 on the nose, making a spiral, and that might be something that we could do in another video, but thank you very much for looking at this one. It might be something that is helpful for you.